What do you feel has been a problem in recent weeks?
Well, that's a good question. Up until the St Mirren game, the team was going okay, and I don't know where that result came from. The players know that level of performance is unacceptable. We've spoken to them this morning. We made things pretty clear what's expected of them between now and the end of the season. They're in good form this morning, trained okay, and I think they're all looking forward to the game tomorrow. They've got to put a lot of things right.
Do you feel as if you've got the players here at the moment that can plug those gaps that have been evident all season?
I do, yeah. I mean, we have got a good group of players. Some of them haven't done themselves justice, and that's up to me to sort of get into the mindset that they are good players, and they owe not just themselves, but they owe the club and the support more.
You've got a chance to have a longer term future here, but in the back of your mind, did you feel as if you were about to say farewell to Celtic in the summer?
This summer? What if this job hadn't come up? Possibly. I've been doing my coaching licences, and I was having a look at things, how things would develop between finishing off my pro licence and looking at maybe the future possibilities of getting a manager's job elsewhere. But now this opportunity has arisen, I'm going to try and make the most of it.
How frustrated were you sitting on the sidelines, very much on the periphery, with the talents that you feel you have that you could have maybe offered to Celtic?
Well, I mean, I had a job to do here. I enjoyed what I was doing, for the main part of it. Obviously, you missed the match day scenario, but Tony had his own team, and I totally respected that. He was nothing but good to me, nothing but encouraging to me, and he was very good with the younger players as well. And he's given the likes of Thompson and McGann, and even Carey in the European games the opportunity to go and play. So he was very forward thinking in that manner, and I had a very good working relationship with him. And like I say, under these circumstances, it's difficult. I'm sorry to see him go, but I've got a job to do with the remainder of the season.
Neil, if Rangers do win their 2 games in hand, there's a potential you could be 16 points behind. Do you put your efforts into trying to eat into that lead, or is it about winning the Scottish Cup?
Both. Every time you play for Celtic, you have to win. It's a huge expectations on a club like this, and when you don't reach those expectations, there's the nature of frustration and anger among supporters and among the players. The players have to realise the club's pretty unique. Every time you go out onto that pitch, you're expected to perform at a certain level and win, and we haven't done that recently. So that's the bottom line, really, between now and the end of the season, is to A, win the games, and B, try and match a performance to do that.
Was it always in the back of your mind this season that this situation could arise as the pressure was building on the manager, that you would be asked to fill in?
Not at all, no. I was hoping Tony would be here for as long as he wanted to be.
How do you need to alter the way you deal with the players now that you've gone from being a player, coach, and now the man in the top chair?
Well, I'm not their mate, and when I played with them, I was basically, in the last couple of years, I was captain of the team, and I was a wee bit older than the rest of them, and I did bark orders out. I did tell them what to do, so nothing's changed in that aspect. Obviously, you've got to take a wee step back from that now. That's why I brought Johan in. He'll do most of the stuff on the training ground, and I'll just monitor the progress of the players over the next few weeks.
Do you find it helps you because you know what the Goldfish Bowl, the old firm, is all about? You've been a part of it for so long, you know what you have to deal with the pressures of being a Celtic player, a Celtic manager.
Look, I spoke to Martin O'Neill, spoke to Gordon Strachan, I spoke to Tony about it. I don't think anything prepares you for being a manager of the old firm. And I've been here 10 years. You could have the most experienced manager in the world and still find it difficult here. It was, I had difficult periods as a player on the outs, things off the field. I know the pressures that come with the job, so I know the Scottish scene. I think that's a benefit to me more than anything else.
What advice did the trio you just mentioned give you about this role?
Don't do it.
Was there just too many changes made over the last year, Neil?
Too many changes
to the personnel?
Well, that was Tony's decision. He wanted to, do some surgery on the squad, and I don't know. I mean, you'd have to ask other people that. I think looking at them this morning, I think we've got good quality players here, and like I say, managers only as good as their players, and those players have probably not done themselves justice, over the course of the season. And I'm expecting a big lift from them and big performances from them from here on in. I want them to play really good, hard, professional football from here on in.
Neil, quite simply, has this team been too soft this season?
That's a good question. Probably I think there's a bit of a soft mentality, about us, and I think Rangers have had. Well, people might say they're maybe not as talented as the players we have. They've got a good, work ethic, good team ethic, and they don't know when they're beaten. And I want to instill that into us.
You laughed there about the advice you were given from previous managers. Was that, were you advised not to take it?
No, not at all. No, they all said what a great job it is, and it's a wonderful opportunity for me. And they said, you would regret it if you didn't take it. And I think it's an absolute privilege. I'm hoping that everyone will jump on the back of us now and come out and support the team from here on in and support me.
What can the Celtic fans expect, though, Neil, from your type of management? What can they expect? Because there seems to be this myth over the last decade or so about playing the Celtic way. What in your mind is the Celtic way?
Winning, bottom line, just win football games by hook or by crook. The way I played. Any advantage I would have got, I'd have taken. I want my players to do that. I want them to be hard to beat. I want them to go out and give it everything they've got for the shirt. Maybe try and make them realise what the shirt means to so many people. It's an institution across the world. It's one of the best supported teams in the world. We've got great supporters who have suffered this season and deserve better. So they know that, they've been told that, and it's just up to me now to get that out of them.
In general, given what this club means to you, Neil, how surreal have the past 24 hours been for you?
Well, it's been sort of, I'm trying to keep a calm lid on it, I'm not getting carried away, I've been preparing for something like this for a while, so, I don't get caught up in all the hype of a job to do, and I just want to concentrate on that, and, I love football, and the next step for me after football was coaching. I'm doing that now, and like I say, I've got something in front of me now that is probably beyond my wildest dreams, and like I said, I'm not going to get carried away. I'm going to do the job as professionally as I can, as calmly as I can, and just try and bring as much success to the club as I can as long as I'm in this position.